bevo.com.
So Philip, going back to the good old Linden dollars, who's making most money on Second Life today?
Well, you know, the Second Life economy today is a total of about $1 million US is exchanged in user-to-user transactions each day in Second Life. So it's a substantial economy. It's the size of a sort of a medium-sized city. The people that are making the most money in Second Life are doing some of the things in the real world that you'd expect to generate substantial returns. You know, one of them, for example, is real estate and land development, which is actually, probably the biggest sort of single sector business in Second Life. But clothing, jewelry, fashion, furniture, those types of design-oriented manufacturing, if you will, in the virtual world, are the second group, and people make a substantial amount of money there. And indeed, there have been a number of people in the design industry in Second Life who've, talked about their, six-figure, close to seven-figure incomes that they're generating, selling, for example, clothing in the virtual world. So that sector of, making things for people to wear and change the way they look, change the way they live in the virtual world, that's big business.
So one of the cool things I think about Second Life, and tell me if I'm right, is the fact that entrepreneurs in low-cost or emerging markets like India, China, etc., are able to, just as much as anyone else, produce a product relatively cheaply because they are where they are, and then sell it over to the US for real Linden dollars. And so it's a big opportunity for people to make a lot of money in those markets.
I think that's one of the most amazing things. If you consider that the world is likely to increasingly move to a model in which the product of our work is our intellect. You create something, either design or service or your actual work, which is just something you deliver sort of using your brain directly, and that I think is a trend for the whole world. Second Life is such an interesting example of that, because you can go in there and do that intellectual work, and it doesn't matter a bit, and in fact in many cases people don't even know whether you're in India or Europe or the US or South America. Nobody even knows.
bevo.com.